Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is the World Bank and their lunacy policies and what they want to do in order to really pretty much take us out and starve us to death. So they issued a report, okay, that proposes an idea, their new idea that they always come up with, making drastic cuts to global agriculture production in order to achieve the net zero. Yeah, that thing. So the plot involves centralizing the world's farms in the hands of just a few wealthy individuals, and we all know who they are, who plan to cut almost one third of the world's greenhouse gas emissions by radically altering the way that food is grown. Yeah. So the report touts the proposed changes in nice sounding terminology that claims that food production will continue in such a way as to feed a growing population. But the reality, though, is that the proposal threatens to eliminate large swaths of agricultural production that in turn could lead to famine and starvation because that is their ultimate goal. So while the food on your table may taste good, it's also a hefty slice of climate change emissions pie. And that is what is claimed by a World Bank figure. So instead of promoting diverse agricultural practices that local family farmers have been honing for centuries, such practices are good for the environment rather than bad. The World Bank wants to get rid of agriculture entirely in some areas, and we are seeing that push in the Netherlands and other parts of Western Europe. And now the World Bank is proposing even more agricultural reductions because it claims that climate is warming from all the food that people are growing. Yes, so get rid of your gardens, kids, because it's hurting the planet. So, as usual, the globalists are proposing a one size fits all solution to standardized farming practices, even though local ecosystems vary widely from place to place. And it does not matter to them, though, because why? The investment returns from the proposals are massive. So, greed is once again ruling the day. And the short sightedness of these globalists will spell their own undoing. And once they do, too, run out of food, because they will, all that money that they are stealing will be worthless. Because why? There will be no food left for them to buy with it. Yay. And ultimately, the World Bank's ambitious project to restructure global agriculture underestimates the risks of unintended consequences, including food shortages, economic disruption, and increased hardship for the most vulnerable. And history teaches that centralized interventions in complex systems such as global agriculture often lead to outcomes opposite of those that are intended, driven by a failure to account for the organic and evolved nature of these systems. And the portrayal of these interventions as low risk and high return is not only misleading, but potentially dangerous, paving the way for a future where the global food supply is less secure and more susceptible to the whims of bureaucratic mismanagement. So, ladies and gentlemen, lunacy is once again destroying the world. It is. So, regardless of what they say, plant your gardens, feed your families, and don't worry about what these people are saying because they are lunatics. They're not the ones that have to worry about budgets. They're not the ones that have to worry about paying their electric bill or feeding their families. They're not the ones that live paycheck to paycheck. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to their fear mongering. Don't listen to anything that they have to say. They're jerks. That's all they are. They're jerks. So do what you need to do in order to survive and to feed your family. Because that, at the end of the day, is the only thing that truly matters. Not what these people think and not what these people say. Okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.